The hardest workers today are not becoming rich. They're becoming exhausted. And almost nobody realizes why. Millions of people wake up early, optimize their routines, track habits, watch productivity videos, drink expensive coffee, buy better planners, and still feel financially stuck. Not because they're lazy, because modern productivity culture quietly trained people to confuse motion with progress. And once you see the trap, you start noticing it everywhere.
A strange thing happened over the last decade. Being busy stopped feeling temporary. It became an identity. People no longer say, "I've been busy lately." Now they say, "I'm always busy." Like exhaustion became proof of ambition. And the internet accelerated all of it. Morning routine videos, deep work systems, hustle culture, optimization hacks, 5 a.m. CEOs. Sleep is for losers. Everywhere you look, someone is trying to become a more efficient machine. And honestly, some of that advice helps. Discipline matters. Consistency matters. Focus matters. But there's a dangerous psychological shift hidden underneath all of it. People started optimizing their schedules without questioning whether their direction even made sense. Because productivity feels good, emotionally. Checking tasks creates dopamine. Crossing things off feels like progress. Being busy creates the illusion of importance. But emotionally satisfying activities are not always financially valuable ones. A person can spend 12 hours working every day and still be building nothing. Because motion and progress are not the same thing. Answering emails feels productive. Attending endless meetings feels productive. Organizing your workspace feels productive. Refreshing analytics every 10 minutes feels productive. But none of those things automatically create leverage. None of them guarantee freedom. And that's where a lot of people quietly get trapped. They become highly efficient at maintaining a lifestyle they secretly don't even enjoy. More notifications, more deadlines, more obligations, more systems designed to squeeze every minute of attention out of them. And eventually, life becomes one long optimization loop. Wake up, work faster, consume faster, recover faster, repeat faster. But the real question almost nobody asks is this.
Most people think burnout comes from working too hard. But burnout often comes from something deeper. Working hard without meaningful progress. That feeling slowly destroys people psychologically. Because humans can tolerate stress surprisingly well, if the suffering feels meaningful. But modern productivity culture created a different kind of exhaustion. Infinite maintenance. Answering emails, notifications, meetings, messages, updates, deadlines, admin work, constant digital noise. And eventually, people become so overwhelmed reacting to life, they lose the ability to think strategically about it. They become efficient at surviving. But survival mode is terrible for wealth creation. Because wealth usually requires long-term thinking, patience, emotional stability, risk tolerance, deep focus. And those things disappear when your brain never truly rests. That's why so many people feel exhausted, even when they technically did everything right. They woke up early, stayed disciplined, worked constantly, optimized their routines, tried to stay productive every hour of the day. But internally, their lives still felt stuck. Because being constantly busy can hide a dangerous truth. You can spend years managing chaos without ever building momentum. And the modern economy rewards reactive behavior, fast replies, constant availability. Here's the uncomfortable part nobody wants to admit. An enormous industry profits from making people feel perpetually behind. There's always another app, another framework, another course, another productivity system, another life-changing morning routine. And slowly, people begin treating themselves like broken software that constantly needs updating. But human beings are not machines. Some of the most important financial decisions in life will never look productive in the moment. Thinking deeply, resting, saying no, walking away from the wrong opportunity, ignoring social pressure, holding investments during uncertainty. None of those create instant dopamine, but they often create massive long-term outcomes. Because real wealth is usually built quietly, not publicly, not performatively, not through constant urgency. The internet rewards visible activity, posting, grinding, responding instantly, always looking busy. But some of the highest leverage decisions
Most people are not addicted to productivity. They're addicted to the feeling of control. Because uncertainty feels terrifying, especially financially. Nobody wants to feel behind. Nobody wants to feel replaceable. Nobody wants to feel lost. So people optimize harder, work harder, consume more advice, more systems, more strategies. Because productivity creates the comforting illusion that if you optimize enough, you can eliminate uncertainty completely. But life doesn't work that way. Markets crash, jobs disappear, businesses fail, algorithms change overnight. And the people who survive financially are usually not the people with perfect routines. They're the people who adapt emotionally faster than everyone else.
I can't lose everything.
There's one lie underneath hustle culture that quietly destroys people emotionally. The idea that every moment of your life should be monetized. Every hobby becomes a side hustle. Every talent becomes content. Every free hour becomes wasted potential. And eventually, people forget how to exist without performing. Their value becomes tied to output. Their identity becomes tied to achievement. Their self-worth becomes tied to constant motion. And at first, society rewards them for it. Until burnout arrives quietly. Not dramatic burnout. The dangerous kind. Where you still function normally, but feel emotionally disconnected from everything. You stop enjoying success. You stop thinking creatively. You stop feeling present. And ironically, that exhaustion
destroys the thing wealth depends on most: clear thinking.
So what actually matters financially? Usually, it comes down to a surprisingly small number of things: high-income skills, ownership, leverage, patience, and emotional control. That's it. Not pretending to be busy all day. Not aesthetic workspaces. Not performing productivity online. Real wealth is often built quietly, boringly, slowly. The people who become financially free usually repeat simple behaviors consistently for years. They avoid catastrophic mistakes. They protect their focus. They think long-term while everyone else chases short-term stimulation. And most importantly, they understand something modern culture ignores completely. Attention is an economic asset now. The modern economy isn't just competing for your money anymore. It's competing for your attention. Every app, every platform, every notification, every algorithm, all designed to fragment your focus. Because distracted people are easier to influence, easier to sell to, easier to emotionally manipulate. And financially distracted people make terrible decisions. Impulse purchases increase. Comparison increases. Anxiety increases. Short-term thinking increases. That's why protecting your attention became one of the most valuable financial skills in the modern world. Because people who can still think clearly for long periods of time have a massive advantage now. Here's the mindset shift that changes everything. Stop asking, how can I become more productive? Start asking, what creates the highest long-term return on my energy? Those are completely different questions. Sometimes the highest ROI activity is building. Sometimes it's learning. Sometimes it's resting. Sometimes it's walking away from something draining your future. Real wealth creation is usually not about doing more things. It's about doing fewer things that compound massively over time. If this video made you rethink productivity, good. Because most people stay busy their entire lives without ever moving forward. So tell me, what's one thing that secretly wastes your future? Comment below. And if you enjoy deep psychological finance content like this, subscribe and leave a like. Protect your attention. It may be your most valuable asset.